The need to know. John 16:13 says, "But when He, the Spirit of truth, comes, He will guide you into all truth. He will not speak on His own. He will speak only what He hears, and He will tell you what is yet to come." Psalm 4 says, "Answer me when I call to you, O my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Be merciful to me and hear my prayer. How long, O men, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Know that the Lord has set apart the godly for Himself. The Lord will hear when I call to Him. In your anger, do not sin. When you are on your beds, search your hearts and be silent. Offer right sacrifices and trust in the Lord. Many are asking, who can show us any good? Let the light of your face shine upon us, O Lord. You have filled my heart with greater joy than when their grain and new wine abound. I will lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Now, the need to know. What is that about? In difficult relationships, we are often not comfortable because of things that are going on. And we're not comfortable because we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know about the future. We don't really know about what the other person is doing. We don't know everything going on. We don't know what goes on inside of somebody's head. We don't know what they're going to do next. We might be really scared about what they're going to do next, but we don't know. So what we have to do in those difficult relationships is we have to figure out, what do we do with this desperate need to know? What do we do with this thing that makes us feel obsessed and distressed and distracted and intense and angry and anxious and afraid? This not knowing. What do we do with that? Well, we have to figure out what to do with it. And the first thing you do is you have to ask yourself, what do I need to know and why? Do I need to know what somebody is doing financially? What they're doing with the money to protect yourself? Do I need to know if somebody's using drugs because I'm giving them financial assistance and I don't want to be participating in that? Do I need to know because this adult child used to be using some type of drugs and I'm very anxious and I'm uncomfortable not knowing? I need to know if somebody is maintaining their sobriety because I'm scared that they're going to start drinking again. My spouse was involved in an affair, and so now I need to know if the affair is still going on. What is it? What do you need to know, and why do you need to know it? The second thing is decide if it's in your best interest to find out. And the answer might be yes. I need to know if the affair is still going on. I need to know if somebody is spending all of my finances. I need to know what my spouse is doing with the finances because I have a right to know. Or maybe you don't need to know or have a right to know what that adult child is doing away from your house. Maybe that isn't something that you have a right to know. So what is it? What do you decide if you need to know it? If it is something that you need to know, then take care of it. I often tell people, say for instance with a spouse who has a sexual addiction, if you need to find out how much of it is going on and what's really happening because you need to discover the truth so you can make a decision about that. If you need to know if your spouse really is having an affair, you might need to put some energy into that. You might need to do a little bit of detective work to check bills, to see where the finances are being spent, to see if an affair is going on. You might need to do that type of thing. But if you do know that the affair is going on, do you need to know every time that person sees somebody? If you know your spouse does drink or your child uses drugs, do you have to mark bottles to know exactly how much is being drank every day? Do you have to count the number of beers? Do you have to know every single time if your spouse is using pornography that today was, I'm going to check all the websites and see today what was looked at? I mean, there is knowing too much, and there is knowing, being so obsessed with knowing something that you allow it to just completely consume you and consume your life. So if it's something you already know, maybe you don't have to know everything. Instead, maybe you need to make a decision about what you already know. If you don't know and you need to find out to protect yourself, then you probably have to find out. The last thing is to decide what you're willing to do and do it. Okay, follow through. Don't just think about it. Don't just obsess on it. Once you make the decision, take care of it so that you can find out what you need to know and then make a decision. And the last is that you need to turn the situation and the person over to God. If you can't find out, if there's no way to know it perfectly, you can surrender the situation to God and ask Him, show me, help me to lie down and sleep in peace, because I know that you will protect me. You will bring the information to me that I need to know in the right time, in the right way. I have seen it happen so many times to myself and to other people, that in difficult relationships with things going on that you kind of were unsure of, but you just turned it over and said, God, this isn't closing your eyes to what's really happening and being in denial. This is saying, God, when I need to know, tell me the truth. Show me the truth. Let something come out somehow. And it does. So it is one way of looking at this desperate need to know in a difficult relationship, that there's a time to do something, there's a time not to actively search, and then there's a time to turn this over to God and trust Him that He will bring to you the knowledge that you need in the proper time. Thank you for watching this video on Change My Relationship.